Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Another
Yes.
interesting and, of course, educative package on Stay Fit and Well Talk Show brought to you by Labo TV, where we bring everything on one platform. My name is Shirley Murphy, and today I have with me, as always, this lady, this beautiful lady with me, Cheryl Demings. Hello,
Come on.
Cheryl. How are you doing?
I am wonderful. I always call her
How are
Dr.
you doing?
Shirley. I am fantastic. I am fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Shirley. It's always a pleasure to come on the platform and share how to stay fit and well. Thank you so much
Absolutely,
for having me.
absolutely, because that is what we are known to. Together, we are out to make a healthy living, make your healthy living our priority. So, Stay is a place to go every week with our
Mhm.
experts on to show you how you can improve your lifestyle, live a healthy life for you. We promise to make the show very entertaining, informative, and of course educative just for you. But don't forget to get your notepad and pen so you'll be able to take note, and make sure you follow us on Instagram and also like our page on Facebook. And please subscribe to our Facebook channel and join us on the show every Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. West African Time. And then again, like I
Mhm.
always say, to like, share this broadcast to as many people, many friends, groups, as you like,
Mhm.
because this broadcast could save a life somewhere that you never knew. How many of you are ready to partner with us at the time? Please share the broadcast to as many groups, as many pages, as many friends that you have. So today we'll be looking what stress management is, what stress is, and how you can effectively manage stress. What are possible stress triggers and signs that you need to watch out for? Managing stress, can help you live a more balanced and healthy life.
Mhm.
It's natural and normal to be stressed. Of course, without stress, sometimes I don't think we can actually live a happy or a balanced life. So, but long-term stress can cause physical, emotional, and of course, unhealthy
Mhm.
behaviors that don't augur well to our bodies. So today, she's my co-host. She's, one of this brilliant lady that has been making this show a wonderful one. But today,
Thank you.
I want to tell you, she's a registered nurse. For some of you that may not know, Cheryl D. Mims. She's a registered nurse, and she will be sharing from her experience on this topic,
Mhm.
stress management. And of course, I'm here, as always, to back her up. Cheryl,
Yes, thank you so much. I always call you, I always call you Dr. Shirley. Thank you so much. And we also want to send a shout out to
yes.
our other co-host, Jennifer McNeil. Thank you so much, sis. Wherever you at, I know you may be watching us. If not, you can catch us later. But yes, we're going to talk about stress management today. So let's break this down. First of all, let me introduce
All
myself.
right.
I am Sherelle D. Mims. I am a motivational speaker, registered nurse for over 20 plus years. I've been in the healthcare long enough as long as this stress has been going on. That's how long I've been in healthcare. And we know for a fact that stress is everywhere. No one can negate it. No one can get away from it. It is real. So I'm a motivational speaker, public speaker. I speak on women empowerment platforms. I am also the CEO and founder of Global Caregivers Network and Global Caregiver Speakers. The network was established in 2021, June of 2021, and the Global Caregiver Speakers was established in December 25th, 2021. And so we're here today to talk about stress. Let's just break this down. Number one, stress. Stress is defined, in my opinion, as an uneasy feeling that you have in your body that kind of like takes over, right? It's an uneasy feeling of anxiety, physiological and psychologically, it affects the body, right? And then we're going to talk about management. You have to break them down. Management is what you do to de-stress yourself. So I want you to put in the comment, what is one thing that's a stressor for you? And we're going to talk about more, but that's the beginning of where we're going with this conversation. Stress. Define stress in your own words. Here's what Merriam-Webster dictionary say about stress. They define stress as a physical, chemical, or emotional factor that cause bodily or mental intention and may be a factor in causing disease. What does all of that mean? In other words, stress can cause you to have physiological, psychological, and it can also cause you to end up having some kind of illness. You've heard of people having mental illness, mental challenges, right? Depression, bipolar disease, all these other entities that happen. These are stressors that come in through the body, through our senses, right? Physiological, what we see, what we do, what we touch. All of these things can be stressors to us that's coming in. I call them external forces. Anything that's a force to the body that demands the body to do something, that is a stressor. Hence, stress.
Okay.
So that's what we want to talk about today, the stress. And I'm telling you right now,
All right.
no one is exempt. No one.
I know we have so much, to talk about when it comes to stress management and all of that. But before we go deeper, I know you've already given a picture, of what, but let's go on a break and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a way to improve your lifestyle and find balance in your life? If so, then you need to check out the Stay Fit and Well Talk show. This educational package will help you learn how to live a healthy lifestyle and make the most of your life. We cover a wide range of topics on the show, including fitness, nutrition, mental health, and more. You can watch us live on Facebook and YouTube every Thursday at 6 p.m. WAT, 12 p.m. EST. So if you're looking for a way to improve your life and get healthy, be sure to tune in to the Stay Fit and Well Talk show.
Beautiful.
All
Welcome
right,
back.
welcome. Today we are going to be looking into what stress is, what's managed. Me in the studio is Cheryl D. Mims, actually, one of us, but because of one or the other that she right now, she actually on a journey, so she's not going to be with us today. So stress, Cheryl, is a reaction that happens to everyone, and I don't know if there's anybody that would say, I've never gone through stress. I've never experienced it. Well, I don't know if
That's
there's
right.
anybody like that. So, in fact, the human body, from what I know, the human body is designed to experience stress and react to it. So, what changes or challenges in your body that produces physical responses, even emotional, to me, that's stress.
Yes.
So, what more do you have to say? Started this before we went on a break. What more do you have to say about what stress is?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for that question, Dr. Shirley. Number one, we have to understand there are two types of stress. Number one, you can have an acute stress, or you can have number two, chronic stress. Let's talk about the acute stress. These are just acute means sudden, something that suddenly has happened to you that causes stress in your body or physiologically or psychologically. So let's take, for example, you just heard that someone passed away, a death. That's sudden stress on your body. So what happens? Your body, you internalize that. What happens? You start feeling anxious. Oh my goodness, who done passed away? Oh my goodness, I just seen them. What happened? What happened? You're anxious, right? You're feeling some kind of way. Your body is just going through a metamorphosis because you got received this sudden news, right? Of stress. Someone has passed away. What does it do in the body physiologically? Now you're anxious. You have an increased heart rate, increased blood pressure. You may even be sweating, right? Some people even do the wringing of the hands. Some people may even be pacing.
Yeah.
All those are acute stress on the body. Let's talk about the chronic stress. The second one. Chronic stress is when you've been dealing with a situation, a stressor in your life for months and years and years and years. This thing has been there for a long time. That's a chronic stress. A chronic stress can be an illness,
Yes.
right? Heart attack. You might have a heart attack, so now you have some heart issues going on. What about high blood pressure? A lot of you are dealing with high blood pressure. That is a chronic stress on the body. What about you all dealing with diabetes? That is a chronic stress on the body. What about you guys dealing with respiratory issues? It's a chronic stress on the body. So we're going to get into it more. And so put in the chat, what are you dealing with? Is it acute, a sudden situation, a sudden stressor, or are you dealing with a chronic stressor? Put it in the chat. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much for that question, Dr. Shirley.
Absolutely.
These are
Yeah.
this is real. Stress is real.
You just made mention about some of the stressors that boils down into certain illnesses that we face, like high blood pressure,
Yes.
like attack that. But before it gets to that, do you think some of the signs that sometimes we ignore, stress signs and
Mm-hmm.
symptoms that are possible that we sometimes ignore, of course, ignorance, we allow it to, pop into something very
Sure.
serious. What do you think, or what do you have to say about some of the signs or symptoms of stress?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question. Number one, never ignore the signs in your body. Let me say that again, because it's just like a car. When something is going wrong with that car is going to let you know. Same thing with your body. I'm going to use the analogy because it's real. People tend to ignore the signs in their body. We have signs before you go to that doctor. Let's take hypertension. Let's talk about that for a minute. You have symptoms and you have signs that let you know that your blood pressure is elevated, right? Number one, headaches. You may have headaches, blurred vision. You may be
Wow.
sweating. Your heart may be racing. You go to the doctor, your blood pressure may be 180 over 120, right? These are symptoms, these are signs that have taken part in your body. Now, by the time you get to the doctor, you know your blood pressure is up because physiologically you was dealing with what? The headache, the blurred vision, the sweating or diaphoresis, and what about the anxiety?
Even
You
the
get anxious,
difficulty in sleeping.
absolutely, insomnia. So you definitely gonna have difficulty sleeping if your blood pressure is up. You wonder why you can't sleep. You got a headache. You're anxious. You sweating. These are symptoms. These are signs that your body will let you know something is wrong. Do not ignore the major signs. They're there. So that's just one that I'm just talking about right there, Dr. Shirley. So it's so many other entities that can go along
Yeah.
with this stress because in the body gonna tell you what's going on. It's gonna tell you, and so we want you to stay fit and well. This is what this talk show is all about. Be proactive in taking care of you. There's only one you, and you got to take care of yourself. Diabetes is another one. I can talk about diabetes and hypertension all day because these are the number two um, diagnoses that across the world that people are being diagnosed with. But guess what? Stress has superseded both of them. Stress. It's a silent killer now.
Yes.
Statistically, over 50 million or so people are dealing with this. This is worldwide. So let's talk about this stress today.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see what we can do to help you de-stress. We don't want you stressed out. We don't want you going through different, having your body physically, logically, and psychologically going through changes. Let's talk about it today. We want you to stay fit and well.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely. All right. Thank you so very much. Because like we were talking about the signs and symptoms of stress. I actually heard somebody saying that overeating, it could
Yes,
be a possible sign of stress. And I was wondering, how can stress make me overeat? But of course, it is true. And sometimes I know even lack of appetite for food could also be,
right?
as a result of stress. And the signs and symptoms actually it depends on individual, but it goes on and on and on.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes you just like I mentioned earlier, not being able to sleep, could be a sign of stress, that you are going through stress, and maybe you're having panic attacks. You all of a
Sure.
sudden just begin to become depressed, when there's nothing really going on. So could mean that you are going through a chronic type of stress, that you need
Yes.
to pay attention to the signs. Like my sister has already said,
Mm.
don't ignore the signs in your body. Don't you ever ignore the signs, because your body belongs to you. So whatever
Yes.
happens to it, like, yeah, I like that typical example about a car. If you have one and you drive a car, when the car
Right.
is not moving well, maybe the nozzle, the fuel pump, for those of us that drive cars, the tires, when something is not going right in your
Yes.
vehicle, you will know it's come. This car is not
Absolutely.
going on well. I need to take it to be checked. The same thing with your
Yes.
body. When it's not going right, you're the best person to
Mhm.
tell that, come, I need a break. I need to,
Absolutely.
do something so I can be okay. All right. So thank you so very much. I hope you viewers,
Yes.
you are notes, so you can also be able to watch out for the signs,
Yes.
in your. I want to take a look at stress. What are those? Um, how will I put it now? I want to bring it down. I want to bring it home. So I
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
say managing stress. How do we go about managing stress?
Absolutely.
Sure. What possible ways you have been managing stress, from your own perspective, and then we allow viewers also to also share how they have been managing stress.
Absolutely.
How can
You know
people,
what? There.
manage stress? Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you for that question. The thing about managing stress, you want to do things to effectively manage your stress, right? So let's just take, for example, you're dealing with anxiety. That's one of the common triggers, anxiety. So what do you do? How do you effectively manage that? Because you want to make sure that you decrease the anxiety. So one thing, I have a couple of takeaways. Have your pen and paper out. You can go and do some other ones, but this is what I have found to work for me. Number one, guided imagery. What do you mean guided imagery? Just what it says. Guided meditation, if you will.
Mm.
Well, I watch YouTube or whatever. They have guided meditation where they take you into this place where it's just nice, it's relaxing, it's comfortable, and you just relax.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you what, close your eyes. Next, another one, take deep
Mm-hmm.
breaths. Let's do that now. Take a deep breath
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and hold it. Count 10 seconds and blow it out slowly. We're not rushing this, it's guided. You want to relax the body, right? So you inhale
Mm.
through the nose, Count 10 seconds. And release it. Did that work for you? I mean, just taking in that deep breath and blowing it out
Wow.
slowly. I'm telling you, it just relaxes the body. You can do that for as many times
Wow.
as you need to, 5, 10 times, whatever it takes. Make sure that you're sitting down. Do the deep breaths in a relaxed state. You got your arms down, you got your foot planted to the floor, and you take these deep breaths and just sit there and just relax. I'm telling you, it does
Wow.
wonders. I have used that on the job so many times. You know, in the medical field, being a registered nurse and dealing with mental health patients at this particular time in my life, I have to literally leave off the floor. You know what I'm saying? I have to get away and take me a break, right? I'm telling you, baby. Okay, so that
Wow.
can be a stressor on my body. Dealing with mental health patients, for me, it can be a stressor. How do I deal with that? I literally have to walk off the floor, take a 5-minute break. I can't be gone too long, about 5 minutes, and do these exercise. Now come back ready. You got to manage your social media time. Get off social media. Just turn that thing off. That's another way to effectively manage your Dr. Shirley. Now that
I
touches
like
Dr.
that.
Shirley. Yeah, with
Yes.
that social media.
Mhm.
So what I do, so for me, that's what I'm saying. You have to manage that. You can't be on the social media all day, all night. That is a stressor. We don't realize that is a stressor to be on social media all day. What I do, I go on social media. I set this up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's it. Anything else in between, I catch up with it. Because what I do not want to do is make this social media my life. Social media is a stressor. I don't know how you
Like,
look at it,
yes.
but
Hmm.
this is where I'm at with this social media, baby. And I'm not on everything. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. That's enough stress for me. Hello, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Shirley? You want to chime in
Yeah.
and let us know what are you doing as far as effective management? Because this
Yes.
is
Yes.
yeah, because that social media it tug at
Yeah,
you right
thank
there.
you so much.
That was a trigger for you when I said social
I
media.
like that. No, I like it when, yeah, I like it when you said, you know, you just have to take a break from social media. Like, there are
Yes,
some people that their lives actually depends. In fact, they live their life on social media. And that's a
that is
lot of
correct.
stress.
It
You have
is.
to, decompact, your life in a way that you can be able to take care of you.
Yes.
If you don't do that, that means you're in for a lot of trouble on your health. Now, for
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
the things I do to manage my stress, each time I listen to the time, like the signs, I
Hmm.
know it. In fact, from when I was growing up, when I have some strange headaches and will not go away in, after a few hours, I know that something is going on. So it's for me
Right.
to just do what? Take a cool shower. Even if, in
Hmm.
fact, there was a time I was actually going on an appointment. I had an appointment and I was pressing for time. And, the stress of trying to meet up and all of that was so much on me that
Yeah.
begin to feel dizzy.
Hmm.
What I did? I just pulled up my clothes. I went back to bed. I literally went back and lie down. Yes,
I'm gonna
because
start this thing
I can't
over.
come and kill myself. Like we say here, I can't come and kill myself because of,
Right.
trying to meet up with something because, you know, we undergo stress on a daily basis. And,
Yes, ma'am.
especially as women, as women, we have so much that we want to carry. We want to do this superwoman. I can do it. I can carry it. I'm okay. I can take care of everybody. Your children are dragging you here. Your husband is here to work the business, everything. And you forget that you are a human. You need to
Yes.
take care of you. You need to go strong first. I like the nurses, the caregivers, when they say, wear the mask first. Wear the mask on you first before you wear it on another person. You know, yes, you have to
Yeah.
take care of you first before you can be able to save another person. And I kind of feel what Cheryl, the kind of stress that she may be going through working with, people, mental health patients and all
Yes,
of that.
girl.
You need to take
Yes.
care of. So what I did, I just went back to bed. I slept for an hour. In fact, I actually missed that appointment. Yeah, but I was cool because I
Mhm.
couldn't have afford to just enter the road and maybe have accident on the road. Which one would have been
Sure.
better? So you need to listen to the
Absolutely
signs
no.
in your body,
Hmm.
what your body is telling you, and do exactly what it says. You don't live your
Absolutely.
life to please somebody. When you are gone, when your brain cells and everything pack up, you're gone.
Right.
So
Right.
the best way to manage stress, which I do, is to take a sleep. And then again, if I don't do that, I just watch movie. For me, it doesn't
Yes.
follow what I do anyway. But then the best thing is for you to check out what your body wants and be able
Hmm.
to run with it. Prioritize your activities, your schedules on a daily
Yes.
basis. You find out
Hmm.
that there's something that is, giving you stress handling, then you can look for a way out, look for something, assign it to somebody, if possible, somebody to help. Like again, for me, know, stress for me. What I do, I put it according to its priorities. And if you want to schedule a time with me, the time that is best for me, because like Cheryl was saying, get off that social media. You life.
Tell them to get
Because
off that
all
darn
the things
thing.
that is going on social media, babe,
Um,
if you
they
must
be-
hang in there, you're going to put your health on the line. You wouldn't want to do that. Yes. So
telling you. Yeah, this,
that is the
Dr.
best
Shirley,
ways I manage. Yes. Go ahead.
yes, that is good. And not just that, Dr. Shirley, I just want to say that social media, you just have to put a timeline on it, right? I mean, you can go on there so many hours a day, set your day or your week accordingly. I mean, that for me, I don't do it all day, every day. Number one, I cannot do it all day, every day. And I'm not trying to be on all the social medias. I can't do Twitter and Twitter and all this other stuff. I can't be doing all that. That is a whole day of just social media, or your
Mhm.
whole week, your whole life, just evolving around social media and putting out your marketing, your advertising, your blogging, your Twitter. That's too much. What's happening with the family? You done forgot all about the family, the family being neglected because
Mm.
you on social media. Ain't nobody cook no food. Your husband waiting on you. Your kids
Yes.
waiting on you.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
everybody's looking at
that's actually another angle. Mhm.
I'm just saying, we get so, but see, listen, we have to be consciously aware of what we are doing. I set a time and I'm off of that thing.
Mhm.
This is why you see me early in the morning on there, because once I get off from work, whatever, I put what I'm gonna put out there, and that's it for me. I catch back up with it later because I do not want to be consumed
Mhm.
with an external stimulation of stress. To get on there every day, that and then
Sure.
sometimes you get programmed. You become programmed to be on that social media, and I don't want to be programmed like that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do everything
Mhm.
decently and in order. Everyone have a timeline, right? Facebook get their time, Instagram get their
Mhm.
time. That's it for me. And then all the other things you have going on. You got book anthologies. You got this summit I have coming up. So you have to be just mindful. Everyone in the audience, be mindful of your social media time. Do things in
Absolutely.
excellence and do things timely. Do not spend all your time on social media trying to see what everyone is doing. That is a
Mm.
stressor. Hear what I say
Yeah.
that. That is a stressor.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna leave that right there, Dr. Shirley. We want you to stay fit
Yes,
and well.
ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. That is it. You just have to put that have more serious in your life at
Absolutely.
according to its importance. You
Absolutely.
don't have all the time in the world to just be around things that are not important to you, and thereby
Right.
bringing on stress or attracting
Sure.
stress, unnecessary stress. So
Unnecessary stress.
we need stress in some point in our life. We all need stress in our lives, but when it's unnecessary, you need to stay away from it. So now, before we go into talking about something, a follow up on this, let's go on a break, and we'll be right back.
Beautiful.
All right, welcome.
Beautiful.
So we've been here, talking about stress and how to manage our stress effectively. And also we shared from
Hmm.
our various spaces how we manage stress, because you cannot some people do it anyway, but you just have to find out what fits you, and
Sure.
you look for a better way to manage your stress in a way that will help you,
Mhm.
help everybody
Absolutely.
to feel good. We shared ours and want you to also share yours in the comment section. How have you been managing
Hmm.
your stress? And let's keep learning. So now I
Absolutely.
want to take this question, person in the house. So when people go through stress, like you talked about the acute and the chronic stress. Now, when it comes to the chronic stress now, when is a better time to consult a doctor? Because you
Hmm.
know we may feel like I can handle it, I will just take some pills and I'll be fine. And after trying everything out and it's not working, when do you think is the right time for people to actually consult a doctor when they are going through stress?
Absolutely. So this is the thing
Yes.
with this stress. Uh, that's an excellent question because we really have to pay attention to our body. This stress has been going on for over 2 weeks. They say give it a week, 7 days, 14 days, and this thing is still, you still haven't shook this thing of stress. So, in that situation, I am going to the doctor. This is the time now to go see your primary care physician or whoever you need to see. Some of you, let's talk about for example, somebody that's been dealing with high blood pressure. You've been having this throbbing headache. You've been sweating. Your blood, you know your body don't feel right, right? And you know something is wrong,
Mhm.
but you still don't go to the doctor. I don't get that one. Can y'all help me on that? Can y'all help me on that one? You know something is wrong in your body, but you won't go to the doctor. I don't understand that one. So this is what
Mhm.
I'm just going to suggest this to you. You can do whatever you feel you need to do. Because sometimes there's a need to do and a want to do. But if you're having these symptoms, like I said, I'm just going to use the example of high blood pressure. You're having these symptoms for over 7 to 14 days. Throbbing headache. If I got a throbbing headache for 3 days, I'm out. I'm not waiting. Something is going on up here. Okay. It could be what
Mhm.
high blood pressure. We know that's a pressure on the vessels. Now, a lot of people have had strokes. I want to put this out there because we need to understand one thing can lead to another, that can lead to another, that becomes a domino effect that you could have avoided.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're having these physiological symptoms. You got a headache, you sweating, you know something going on. Your pressure, you have a history of high blood pressure because the doctor already told you that he want to watch you. So now all these symptoms going on. What we need you to do is just go ahead and go to the ER. I wouldn't wait another day. Go to the ER. There's nothing wrong with getting things checked out early. We want to prevent any TIAs and strokes, and we want to keep your blood pressure down. Just notice that name, blood pressure. It's your blood that's running high in your body, the pressure. Let me tell you something about pressure. When you have pressure in your body and it does not be released, this is what happens. The pressure, you get this build up. You hear people all the time having strokes,
Mhm.
right? That's because the pressure had built up in the head, right? It has to be released.
Mhm.
Pressure has to be released. How do you release pressure? It can be done in the head where a person have a stroke. It can be done in the lungs with an embolism. It's different ways. But we want to prevent this. I recommend that you go to the doctor. If you're having high blood pressure, you know you're feeling some kind of way in your body, I won't let it go no more than 2-3 days. 3 days is tops.
Wow.
This thing is not getting any better.
Oh.
You still feel it, and it's getting worse. It's not getting
Mhm.
better. You didn't pop Tylenol after Tylenol after
It's getting
Tylenol,
worse.
and it's getting worse. So you don't want to continue to just sit there. Come on, you got to. We have to be proactive and thinking at all times. Think about this.
Sure.
You can
Sure.
go to
Sure.
sleep and have a stroke in your blood.
Yeah.
You
Thank
ever
you
heard of
so
people
much.
having strokes in their sleep
Mhm.
due to blood pressure, high blood
Yes. Yes.
pressure?
I've actually heard of that. Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. It
Some
happens
people
happens
just
all
sleep,
the time.
and they wake up with stroke and wake up with, one ailment or the other, not
Yes,
knowing that there had been accumulation of stress, chronic stress in their body that they had ignored. They had ignored the signs and the symptoms again and again. So you've heard the nurse in the house telling you, if you're going through stress after three
yes,
days and it's not subsiding, not getting any better, you don't need anybody to tell you.
right.
Quickly go to the doctor so that you
Go
can
to the
get checked out, and be rest assured that everything is in good place. You know,
yes,
because you don't want to fall into something you never actually planned. Of course, nobody actually plans for a sudden sickness or a disease. It's better
absolutely
for you
not.
to be at alert at all times. So that takes
Hmm.
us to what, because I know you have studied again and again that we are what we eat. What foods, what foods are there that could help relieve stress? We are what we
Yes.
eat. So what do you think are some of the foods that can relieve stress? So better now, for me, some of the foods that I take that I'm very comfortable when I feel like I'm going through stress. Just take some veggies.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah. For
kale in
real.
there. I have
Yeah.
I actually do a combo. I usually do a combo. I have kale, I have celery, I have parsley in there. All
Mm,
sort, carrots, ginger, everything. Just
beautiful.
combolize it into into a bowl.
Yes. That is, oh,
And have it.
yes.
And then of course, yes, and of course, some fruit. Watermelon is actually my best. Whenever I
Yeah.
take it, I can take it every day. So I just feel relief. I feel a lot of, relief when I take it. So share yours, and let's
Yes, yes.
keep looking. What foods?
I love what you said, Dr. Shirley, with the the kale and the teas and things like that. Those are absolutely de-stressors for the body. For me, and for the listening audience, these are just some of the foods. You can choose whatever you would like, whatever works best for you. Remember, this is all individualized. We are not telling you what to do and how to do it. We're just giving you recommendations. And we put out this disclaimer right now that we are not doctors. I am a registered nurse. I'm in the nursing field, but I always recommend, and I'm sure Dr. Shirley would too, that go to your physician, your primary care doctor, and let them diagnose and do what they need to do with you. This is a TV talk show to stay fit and well. And so, with that being said, some of the wonderful foods that I love to eat, and you can too, oatmeal. How about starting out your day with oatmeal? Oatmeal has a lot of advantageous properties. It lowers the cholesterol. It keeps that fat down. We don't need the fat, baby.
Yes. Tell me.
That's what we want to.
Yes, I've actually been looking out. I've actually been looking out to see how I can work on my weight. So I like that. So continue.
Yeah, oatmeal is number one. I'm telling you, if you don't like it, find something that you do like. There's an oatmeal out there for you. I'll put it like that. So that is a comfort food. It lowers the cholesterol. Also, listen, asparagus, kale, like she said, any of the green raw products is good for you. If you have to cook it, I know everybody cannot eat raw. That's okay. Also, you can steam it a little bit, but you don't want to boil it, because then you boil out all the nutritions and the properties of that raw veggie. Salmon and tuna. Listen, I'm telling you, that's the best thing going right now. Red meat, all that meat, if you can, get off of that red meat. I know some of y'all are carnivores. I got you. I know y'all love that meat.
Yeah. Talking to me.
You gotta let some of that stuff go. It is so funny because my daughter is a carnivore, but she loves not the red meat. She like fish, tuna, salmon, like that. So you can be a carnivore, just eat the right kind of meat, right? The oysters are good. I don't know if those of you like shrimp, the seafood and all that. That's wonderful. If that's what you like, do what works for you. And as far as my snack time, dark chocolate. I'm telling you right now, you got milk chocolate, you got all kind of chocolate, but the best chocolate for the body and it keeps you happy, dark chocolate. It connects with that center of bread. It releases them endorphins, and baby, you happy all the time. But check it out though. Some people cannot eat chocolate. Find what works for you. So those are just some of the foods. And as far as beverages, tea, calamine tea, whatever tea that you need that will calm you down. They have all kind of teas in the health food market, all kind of teas in the grocery stores. Find what works for you. But you do not need a stimulant tea.
Yeah.
You want the tea to calm you down. Decaf tea, if you will.
Tea. Okay.
Do not need the stimulants. You want to be calmed down. You're already stressed, so you don't want to be stressed anymore by increasing it and stimulating your body. So those are my foods, and I mean, try what works for you. That's just some of them. Yes, Dr. Shirley. So you said what works for you. The oatmeal works for you. Remember?
Yes. Oatmeal. No, that's that's my best new thing now. I introduced to my diet oatmeal. It works.
You
for
know
me.
what
It
else?
works for me. And like I said, I'm trying to work on my weight. So I had no choice. And I take that in.
You know what? I'm telling you, that oatmeal,
Right.
it's like a probiotic as well. Oatmeal, because it cleans that gut out. It cleans that stomach out. It cleans you out, man. So that's another good property of it as well. Thank you for that question, Dr. Shirley.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So now that takes us to we are almost taking this to a close. But we'll go
Yes.
on a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Passion Home Health Services, LLC, a home health care with a heart of passion, providing hands-on patient care whenever and wherever you need it. As a primary home health provider, we are focused to achieve optimum level of health and recovery for both patient and their families. With over 3 decades of experience, we are committed to providing you with the best home care through exceptional services tailored to your needs. We bring professional home health care to your doorstep. Contact us today.
All right,
Yes.
amazing. We have
Beautiful.
been talking about stress management on the show today, and we have shared great tips that could help you live a
Mhm.
healthy life for you. And before we went on the break, Nurse Cheryl was sharing some of the meals she takes personally that relieves her stress. So, and she also
Mhm.
mentioned that you should look out for what works for you. With what all that we mentioned, it's not for you to say this was what they did, I have to do what they are saying. We are just sharing information
Sure.
that we know could help you. That's work
Mhm.
for X, Y, Z. It can also work for you, and you
Amen.
should not hesitate to check out with your doctor to find out what actually
Mhm.
works for you. All right. So, with that being said, Cheryl, we are taking this, we're bringing it home now.
Mhm. Mhm.
What are your fun facts, Cheryl?
Oh yeah.
Before we take you through a course, yes. What are your fun facts?
No, so one of my
I
fun
know
facts.
aside from you, being with your patients and all of that, talking global, caregivers, helping caregivers to be global and become speakers. What are your fun facts?
One of my fun facts is for me to go shopping. I'm not talking about this, just window shopping. I don't
Okay.
like to.
I wanted to say I'm gonna join you next time. Yes.
And this is the thing, you don't always have to spend money. That's another stressor. You always you go shopping, you feel like you have to buy stuff all the time. No, I do not. I can window shop all day,
Mhm.
right? Because and then it's a discipline, because it becomes a need or a want. Do I need this or do I want this? Because if you just want it, let it stay there. If you need it, get it.
Yes.
But I can just go shopping. That's one of my fun facts. I love to go window shopping. My daughter and I do things together, just get out of the house and just walk. Another fun fact, talking on the phone. Find out what's going on with people, ministering to people, their spirit, right? God will literally, I take
Mhm.
every day, I'm sharing with someone. I'm sharing with someone. God will put someone on my heart. I will call them. Maybe, dang, I was just thinking about you. You know that's God, right? So always do something to serve others, not just you. It's not just about you.
Yeah.
Just get out of self and
That's
serve others. I am a servant leader. A servant. Put that in the
yeah. I
chat.
see. It's really in your DNA. Caring for others. I can see.
Yes, put that in the
Since
chat.
that's you're taking that as a fun fact. Yes, I
I
can
am. It
see
is
it's
a fun
actually in your
fact.
DNA.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shut. I appreciate that, because you know what? Everyone can't talk to everyone, right? I just, you know what? It's something about your spirit, your vibe. What kind of swag? That's the new word. What kind of swag do you have when people meet you? The Bible declares you got to show
Mm-hmm.
yourself friendly. Are you friendly?
Yeah.
Really? You see what I'm saying? You wonder why people don't come around. They're doing this, they're doing that, they avoid you. Are you friendly?
Mhm.
Put that in the chat. You have to be friendly. So you got to reevaluate yourself every day and be like Jesus was. Be kind to people.
Wow.
Be caring. Have a caring heart. Don't be so hardcore. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Yes, it does. After
Yeah.
shoot, you got some people you just be like,
Mhm.
dang, what's wrong with them? Are you kind? Are you caring?
Yes, yesterday,
You-
yesterday
Yeah,
on the show that I hosted, I actually learned that the life we live is very fragile.
it
So
is.
you need to take time out and be careful of the things you do and ensure that
Yes,
you allow every second to count. The things you
yes,
do allow every second to count. So just like as as rightly put it, you have to be very careful and be kind, loving,
yes,
accommodate people.
yes,
Don't live as if they will you, because and that's the stress we are talking about. If you're not going through a chronic stress, you won't live as if the world is all about you. Of course, there are other
yes.
people in the world, so you should pay attention. You should look out for others. And like my sister that has a caring traits in her DNA, her
Mm-hmm.
fun fact is about
Yes,
caring for others, and she does it
yes.
passionately. For me,
It's
my
not
fun
about,
fact: what
yeah.
do I do when I don't write and do all of these things? I love
When you,
singing. Yeah,
ooh,
I love that's yeah, that I love singing. That's where
beautiful.
I find a lot of peace for just humming some songs, even some that I don't even know. I just like some sounds, beautiful sound. Not.
Yes.
So I love singing and of traveling because of course that opens us, everyone. When you travel, you
Mm-hmm.
learn, you get to know about, other people's culture and all of that. So
That's
I love
right.
traveling, and of course, I love meeting people. I love talking, like caring is in Cheryl's DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Motivating and inspiring others is also in my DNA. So
Yes.
that is what you can find me doing again and again, and I won't be tired. You can just find
Mm-hmm.
me somewhere. All I do for hours is, to talk to somebody,
Wow.
help you become the best you. So that's my fun fact. All right,
That
so
is
thank you
beautiful.
so very much,
Yes.
Cheryl, and of course the viewers that's been on the show with us. Now we're going to share our final words of wisdom
Mm-hmm.
before we get to. I'll go for real. Mhm. So me, within, you know, talking to you about you manage your stress, what stress, and some of the so you can, be at alert to help you live a healthy life for you. So, and we are taking the show to an end, and we can't leave without sharing our final thoughts, for you to further help yourself. So I would leave you by saying, take good care of your body, of yourself each day.
Yes.
Eat right, exercise, and
Mm-hmm.
get enough sleep to help your body handle stress much better. Sleep is a healing, tool that
Yes.
your body needs. Good sleep, a sound sleep, sleep that you're sleeping away from your phone. So stay positive
Right.
and practice gratitude. Like Cheryl was talking about being kind, looking out for others. It is something that
Right.
we all need. Acknowledge the good
Yes.
parts of your day, of your don't always be negative all the time. There are sometimes you do
Right.
some good things. Appreciate yourself for it. Feel good, about it. And then accept that you can't control everything. If you're a woman, you cannot continue to say, I'm a superwoman, power belongs to the women. So because of that, I can do everything. You can't do all
No.
everything, you can't control everything. Find ways to let go of some worries, some situations that you cannot change. Because all of these things are cumulative of stress that sometimes it
Yes.
becomes so much on you that before you know it, it boils into something that you can't handle. So learn to say no sometimes to some, when people come with some requests, or as trying to push you beyond your reach or your bounds. So learn to say no. It is a good thing.
Mhm.
Stay connected with people who are positive and who are
Yeah.
happy. That's happiness. That thing will rub on you. There's no way you can run away from it.
Right.
Provide emotional support to also help others. So thank you so very much. I
Mhm.
leave it over to Cheryl to share her final thoughts and then close us out.
You know what? That is so. Thank you so much, Dr. Shirley. You didn't hit everything on the head, baby. You came with that one. Your final words of wisdom, beautiful, and that is everything that we need and more. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Dr. Shirley just mentioned, take it up a notch, take it up to another level, right? And so my final words of wisdom, like Dr. Shirley just said, be around positive people. It makes a difference the people that you hang out with. If they humdrum and halfway doing things, that's how you're gonna be doing. So what do you want to do? Find positive people, connect with positive people always. Make sure that you are, like she just said, you're taking care of yourself. Make yourself priority one. Let me say that again and put this in the chat. I am going to make myself priority one. Also, I am affirmations. Affirm who you are daily. Know who you are. Don't just get up and start humdrumming it through the day, right? Another thing, stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. That's just something that keeps you humble. Keep yourself, you want to stay humble. Another thing you can do, listen, like I said, connect with somebody that's on the same, that's like-minded like you, and do what needs to be done. I affirm myself. I go in prayer every day. I know who I am. I'm not just hanging out with humdrum people that's not going anywhere. Do that. And I'm telling you right now, you'll make your life so much better. And so, with all of that being said, I just want to share this with you. As people in the world, I'm talking about worldwide now. There are all kind of people in the world. But you know what? Rosalind Carter, the former first lady of the United States back in the 70s and 80s, I believe, she said there's only 4 kinds of people in the world. Only 4. These are people and caregivers, right? There are only 4 kinds of people. People who are caregivers, people who will be caregivers, people who would need care, and people who would need to take care of someone else. You don't want to be the one that would need a caregiver. This is why Stay Fit and Well Talk Show is here for you. We want to be proactive. And I cannot express it enough. Make yourself priority one. Do what you need to do for yourself. Don't leave yourself behind to take care of everyone else. Those are my words of wisdom. You stay fit and well and take care of you. That's our story for today, and we sticking with it. As Les Brown would say, we sticking with this story. Stay stress free, go see your doctor, and take care of you. That's our story for today. Stay fit and well. Thank you so much, Dr. Shirley, for having me. Jen, we sending a shout out to you, my sister. We're going to see you next week.
Yes.
Everyone, take care of yourself. Dr. Shirley, we look forward to coming back next week, same time, same place, Thursday, November, what is it going to be? March the 31st or the 30th. It'll be the March the 30th.
Yes.
We'll catch you here next week,
It's
next
gonna be
Thursday,
the 30th. Yes.
12 noon Eastern Standard Time
Yes.
and 5 p.m. in the WAP. Is that right? Dr. Shirley?
WAT.
WAT. 5
WAT.
We're going to see you back here next week.
Yes,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much for joining us. We love you. Stick and stay. We got more for you. Stay fit and stay well. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Are you looking for a way to improve your lifestyle and find balance in your life? If so, then you need to check out the Stay Fit and Well Talk Show. This educational package will help you learn how to live a healthy lifestyle and make the most of your life. We cover a wide range of topics on the show, including fitness, nutrition, mental health, and more. You can watch us live on Facebook and YouTube every Thursday at 6 p.m. WAT, 12 p.m. EST. So if you're looking for a way to improve your life and get healthy, be sure to tune in to the Stay Fit and Well Talk Show.